Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review on an app called M Mandarin. If you follow me on Instagram, I set a challenge for myself. It was a 30-day challenge of me using this app on a daily basis. And I'm gonna be honest with you, there were some days where I fell off on the app. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna be like, I did all 30 days non-stop. Wow. No, I actually included extra days after that to make up for the fact. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what this app is, the features, who should use it, and finally my thoughts and opinions. I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm just doing this because I genuinely wanted to review this app. I feel like I hit gold when I found this one. So yeah, here we go. Let's get started. M Mandarin is a Mandarin Chinese language learning app. You can download it from the App Store. I will probably put the link to download the app down below in the description box in case you guys are curious. This app is free, purely 100% free. There is a premium version. If you purchase the 3-month or 1 month, you can read however many mangas you want without any limit. I also noticed that they offer a gift bag. I really don't care for that kind of stuff, but if you guys like freebies that come along with a premium package, then by all means go for it.
You will find the same 4 steps within every comic book. First, you'll preview the vocabulary, you move on to the comics, review the text, and finally finish with dubbing. You will, of course, have the occasional grammar video, which is super fun.
These are pretty entertaining. I've never read mangas before. I recently read one. I read one called Death Note. That was the first ever manga I've ever read. But when I was younger, I used to read Turma da Mônica, and that was my absolute favorite. There was another American one called Archie. I remember it would always be at the checkout line in the grocery store. I would always beg my parents to get it for me. They would not always get it for me though. This is what the app is. You are learning through these comics. So you're reading, it's all in Mandarin Chinese characters. So if that's difficult for you, don't worry, you can click on it. There will be a translation in English and Pinyin. You could save the word. So you'll see a little star button, you click on the star and it'll add to your long, beautiful line of newly learned words. You can also save grammar points, which I found amazing. Sometimes there will be a third part, which will be a grammar point, grammar video, something related to the story. It's really entertaining. The final step is probably the most effective thing you can do with this app in terms of improving your speaking skills. Because let's face it, I mean, when you use an app like Duolingo, when you use an app like Memrise or what is it, Drops, essentially what you're doing is you're memorizing the character, memorizing the vocabulary words. So essentially it's just for vocabulary, really. But what about your speaking? In order to improve your speaking, you just need to do just that. You need to speak. And how can an app help you accomplish that goal? And this app in particular has what's called dubbing. Dubbing is essentially you recording yourself reading the story that you just read, but you are reading to your phone or whatever device you are using with a microphone. And then it will be shared to the platform so anyone can access it. I find it a little weird because I have no idea who these people are, but I'm like hearing them like munching on something. But it's pretty cool. There seems to be a community, kind of like WeChat or Facebook, where you can post moments, although I haven't personally participated just because I don't know what to say. So that essentially is how you would use the app on a daily basis. What kind of stories are on there? Are they worth it? I think you will need to kind of peruse and check out different stories because not everything is finished, which I found quite annoying because I actually read like 60 chapters of some story and then it just abruptly ended and I was so disappointed. I just want to like email the writers if possible, like, hey, continue this because you have people who want to finish reading the story or it's pretty good, you know, continue. But it hasn't been continued for more than a year or so I thought that was kind of disappointing. Hopefully they'll update more, put more stories on there. It's divided into different levels, so if you're studying for the HSK level test, you will find HSK 1 to 6, I believe. I think they have 6 on there. They have some sort of class that's tied to a university right now. I haven't gone around checking that out, but I found it perhaps it could be useful for some people. And of course they have other subjects like I don't know, like a thriller category, romance category, action, mystery, horror, etc. Me personally, I found one story and I was just glued to it. It was about a girl who decides to jump off a bridge and wakes up in another girl's body who apparently was about to die from being sick. And before, she had a really tough life, and now she wakes up in this girl's body where her life is perfect and she just can't believe it, and then some drama ensues. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't like giving out spoilers, but it was super interesting. Really improved my reading. They have what's called exercises. I thought that the exercises were going to mean something entirely different, but I suppose that the exercises are essentially you practicing and training writing these characters. Sort of reminds me of, what is it? Hello Mandarin? I believe it's Hello Mandarin. They also have this feature. I would want there to be more exercises other than just practicing the characters. That's just me, that's just my opinion. Oh wow, someone left a comment on my dubbing. Oh, someone just replied to me because I actually commented at the end of this series, like, oh, it's such a good series. Do you think you'll continue it? And they said no, I don't think so. What it helps you improve is actually your reading and your ability to read out loud, not necessarily your speaking abilities as far as improv goes. I mean, like, you know, you having a conversation with someone else and you have to think on the spot. I don't think it's going to help you prepare for that, but I do think it's a great tool to expose yourself to the grammar structures that are very common in this language. In that sense, I do think it's extremely helpful because I noticed that the more that I read, the more that I listened to, because I would pair this with watching the vlogs that I normally watch, it really enhanced my vocabulary as well as my structure. Definitely think that it is very user-friendly. I think it's mostly designed for people in their teens, maybe 20s, 30s. I'm not really sure if older age groups would be interested in this. They could be. I mean, it's a way to learn. So if you want to learn and you like stories, I think this is a great way to learn. It just depends on whether or not you think it matches the vocabulary you think you would use in your daily life. I think that's how I would judge it. Easy to navigate. There were only a couple times where the video wouldn't load. I'm not sure if this was a problem related to the app or related to my Wi-Fi, but that could perhaps be something. I found the drawings to be cute. I found the visuals very appealing. Overall, a pretty fun app to use, and I would recommend it to anyone who is learning Mandarin Chinese. Not only is it fun, but they use different sort of media, so it's very creative. You can really get immersed into the stories, and you can involve yourself somehow in the community that they have. So I overall would rate this app an 8.5 out of 10. Just because I did encounter some bugs, I do think that there are some things that could be improved. There is a need for more stories. If you tend to like dramas, you can find something related to dramas, but I would like to see more variation in that. I would like to see maybe some recommendations. You know, maybe you could do like a little survey and they'll recommend you something. And same with the exercises. I don't think that writing the character is enough for me. I would want something more substantial. It would be cool if they could incorporate something related to, like, I don't know, improv speaking, you know, not just reading out loud and dubbing. Which dubbing is fun, dubbing is super useful, super helpful, but I would like to see how creative they could get with not just reading out loud, but actually speaking and being creative. And maybe they could have competitions where you tell a story and you record yourself and just do it for fun, you know. It doesn't have to be cutthroat competition. Anyway, I think the sun is about to set. I'm gonna end this video here, but thank you so much for watching this review. I've been wanting to do this for so long, so thank you for being with me and being patient with me. Thank you for being patient with me. I think that's the biggest thing. Tell me in the comments down below what apps you guys like to use, whether it's for Mandarin Chinese or for any other language, and this is your go-to app. I will see you in the next video. 下次见.